bad in general, just for everybody. So
Absolutely. It's a disease that people on the daily fight that I, just normal citizens in the grocery store, may have it from childhood trauma or anything. So, it's definitely a worldwide disease that, need to combat and, find the middle ground on how we can help everyone is kind of what I hope for, because I know that everyone goes through it. I've personally experienced it at work. I know, other coworkers, police, fire, EMS, military that have experienced, but I know just the general public experiences too. So it's like you said, not discrediting anyone, for any service. I'm very thankful for services that anyone provides to this country, fighting for our freedoms or providing any kind of emergency help or anything like that. I absolutely thank them for that. But like you said, just making sure that PTSD is on the spotlight for everyone, not just one particular group or just one particular person. It's a worldwide problem that we're facing with everyone. So
yeah, absolutely. And at the end of the day, we're all human. We all, all have feelings and we all go through tough situations, even if we're not, like we said, even if we're not out there in Afghanistan or, fighting for our country, we still have problems that go on here. And, we still, like you said, there may be bad childhood trauma that, people go through and
mhm.
something, a situation may trigger that moment. So, it's just definitely, good to remember that we all are at the end of the day equal when it comes to just being human in general. And
Absolutely.
so, like I said, that's definitely a good point to bring up. But I do have one more kind of quick question. This is not on my quick questions that I listed,
Okay.
but I know like I've seen videos like on Facebook of like a police officer that has like saved somebody's life, and years down the road this person may be grown up now and they like will go to that exact police officer and like tell them like you saved my life, like you saved me from this situation. I just wanted to thank you. Like I was just curious, I guess because it probably hasn't happened, but have you ever had a situation like that happen where like somebody may have called you and you like kind of helped them through a situation? I guess because maybe not just because they don't know what you look like, they just hear you. But I was just kind of curious, has that ever happened to you at all?
It hasn't happened directly to me, but it's happened to other coworkers. So we have people, that reach out to 911 or police, fire, EMS, whoever it would be that went and thank them for their services. Sometimes they want to meet. We actually have this really cool program called Hearts and Hands. We haven't done it in a few years because of COVID and with everything on the rise. But we actually, any cardiac arrest survivors, so when they call 911 and they're in cardiac arrest, from the dispatcher that initiates the CPR to the police, fire, EMS, nurses, doctors, they do a big like banquet at the end of the year where they get all the responders together with the family, and everyone's able to meet the family. And it's a really, I think it's a really cool thing that they do. Unfortunately, I haven't ever been able to go to one of those banquets just because they didn't have them for the last few years that I've been in dispatch. But I really hope that in the future, they would have that so I can experience that and actually meet the people that I saved. Because like we mentioned, I know I'm kind of like getting off topic again,
You're good.
but when people call, we're just a voice that helps them, and whenever we're helping them, they're just a voice that we're helping. So, being able to get faces together, I think is something that's really cool. Being able to see like, oh, this person, like this is an actual person that saved me. Like it's not just some like automated robot or something like that. It's an actual person that has an actual family, that lives in my community that was able to help me. So it hasn't happened to me, but I hope it does in the future so that I can actually meet people and connect with people in a different way.
Yeah, and I think that's beautiful. They have something. They've had that before in the past. Where that they have a kind of banquet thing and having it to where you can put a voice to a face and just realizing like, oh yeah, that's this person that like I took their call and that situation came out good like out of that and just remembering that and cherishing meeting them and stuff like that and hopefully they do bring that back because that definitely sounds like a really a really good, thing to do, and to
Mhm.
have that on a yearly basis, or however often that y'all do it. Hopefully they do bring that back. That's definitely, sounds like a really nice thing.
Yeah, I hope they bring it back sometime. So we will see.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that is going to do it for this episode. I definitely want to thank Justin for being on here and providing a lot of insight and clarification on what it takes to be in the 911 like area, with even like police department and the fire department, because I've definitely learned a lot out of this, and I hope that people that are watching this, I hope that y'all have learned a lot out of this as well. And also, I do hope to, I know this is off subject, but I do hope to come to Charlotte, soon. That would definitely be an amazing time coming to Charlotte, because I know this is definitely way off topic, but I remember one time you told me, one time you told me about this restaurant that's there, that's like only has people with special needs working there. Did you say, is that still a place
Yeah,
that's open?
it's in our community. Yeah,
Yeah, I just thought that was cool knowing that they have like a business that helps support those with special needs. And like I said, I really hope to see stuff like that like happen more, because I've definitely never heard of that here in this area, and they definitely deserve an opportunity to have a job and to be able to use the gifts that God gives them to, be able to serve their community in that way. Like,
absolutely.
I was just thinking about like how like you serve the community through, answering the calls and helping them, and like helping the person that's making the call. And I was just thinking about how like special needs, like, and that business that you say you've gone to, and they have some really good food and stuff like that, just that's their way of serving and being there for the community. So that definitely would be like an amazing thing to do. Like if I ever were to go to Charlotte, like I'm definitely going there, along
Well,
with
come
like
on.
along with the Billy Graham library, of course.
Love that
And
place. It's yeah. I think you would really enjoy it. So come on sometime and we can go.
yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely wanting to do that for sure. So, anyways, everybody, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give this a like here, whether you're watching it on my YouTube channel, Not Your Average Joel, or if you are watching this on my Facebook page, be sure to give me a like on there as well. And I also do have an Instagram page called Not Your Average Joel Podcast. Be sure to give me a follow. I mean, I do post like reels and like funny moments from each episode. I do post that on there. And also, like I said, as far as going back to my YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe as well if you have not yet. And I definitely would appreciate that, because I would love for people to see really good episodes like this, where like you learn something new, and it's not just a topic about um what's on the television, like what's like reality TV
Mhm.
or something like that. It's like really like big topics that I feel like people can get really good information from, and just just wanted to learn more about other people's perspectives on what they do for their job, and just really getting an understanding of people's you know life, from every age and stage. And
Mhm.
just as overall, I have enjoyed doing these topics, and I definitely look forward to having Justin back. He'll be here for a couple more times, and as I definitely look forward to having him. And for everybody else, I hope that y'all have a good rest of your night, and I will talk to you later.